As I sail into the confluence of the Tigris and Euphrates, I am exhilarated. For how many Englishmen can claim today in 1920 that they have sailed into the Garden of Eden, the place where the tree of wisdom is said to have stood? This rich and ancient land we insist on calling Mesopotamia, and the Arabs call Iraq. As fate will have it, this land that saw the dawn of man's history and is yielding to the archaeologist the secrets of man's earliest civilization should also yield the lifeblood of human advancement and continuing prosperity. The quest is made easy. The stuff oozes out of the surface, lighting the sand, showing the way.
What's that?
The country, Sahib.
It's certainly not like England.
It is not at all like anywhere I have been before.
Well, better get used to it, Doctor. We are going to be here for a long time to come.
waiting now with silvery hair in that old shanty, in old shanty town.
Saru, wake up! What's the matter, Sahib? Have you arrived?
No, we have not arrived. You are singing out of tune, and I would like a drink of cider. That is, if you have not drunk it all yourself.
Oh, no, Sahib. There's plenty for you.
You are a drunken lazy toad. Now, you get me another bottle of cider, or I swear to God, or to Krishna, or to whoever it is you might worship. If you drink one drop of that, I am going to smash your ass. You hear that? Not one drop. Not one bloody drop. There's a queen waiting there with silver hair in that old shanty
Sahib. Colonel Leishman, sir. Welcome back to Baghdad, sir.
Thank you, Sergeant. Tell me, is there anyone with the commissioner?
I don't think so, sir.
Okie dokie. Then I'll just pop my head round the corner, okay?
Fine, sir. Gerald, my dear fellow, it's good to have you back.
Good to be back, Lacey.
When did you get here?
Well, I'm not usually as scruffy as this, am I? I just arrived.
You didn't carry out that threat, did you? Drive all the way from London to Baghdad?
I tell you what, that old dodge behaved beautifully all the way through.
You're completely mad. I suppose you'd like some tea, won't you?
I'd love some, yeah.
Did you have a good lead?
Well, that's another story, my bloody appendix. I had to have the mud. I was flat on my back most of the time and missed all hunting.
Not rotten enough.
Yes, boss.
Yes, Sahib.
I'll bring some tea, will you, boy? And see if you can find us some biscuits. Ginger nuts, something like that.
Very well, Sahib.
Well, do sit down, Gerald. Thank you. I'm sorry I had to bring you back so soon, but we're desperately short of good men. It's getting rather sticky here.
Yes, I gather.
What can you expect? We came in, 3 years ago to drive Johnny Turk out? Now he's out, and we're in. And we're saddled with this idiotic armistice declaration, promising self-determination. Every self-styled nationalist is rabble-rousing about self-government. And we stall and we stall. Whitehall won't really make up its mind. Every huckster is shouting for freedom. Freedom. How can children govern themselves? Thank God there are enough troops in the cities to keep the lid down. It's out in the country that's rather worrying. We either govern or get out. That is my view. We need a firm hand, Gerald.
Where exactly is the problem?
Several spots. There's a lot of it in your old territory, the Upper Euphrates. That's where I want you to go, Gerald. Same post, political officer. Based at Ramadi.
What's the problem?
Among other things, they're refusing to pay the new taxes.
What taxes?
The government wants to recoup the cost of the campaign in Iraq. A figure of 100 million in gold has been mentioned.
Well, I will tell you, AT, that the Arab is not going to like this.
No, they don't. They've been making it rather clear. They've been raiding and blowing up supply trains. But they have to pay it.
And I shall have to be very persuasive, won't I?
Good man, I knew I could rely on you. Everything's arranged. You leave in the morning. Dine with us tonight, Gerald?
I'll be tonight. Oh, I almost forgot. I brought you something back from England, little present.
Vintage Somerset. Excellent. There's only one thing I miss more. Ginger beer. Let me give you something in return.
Oh, come on, Joe.
Pocket copy of Bacon's essays.
That must be one of your most treasured possessions.
It's only a spare copy. Read it. Bacon gives more pleasure than anyone I can remember. There's dark moments of doubt. Here it is. Planting of countries is like planting of wood. You must make account to lose almost 20 years and expect your recompense in the end. I suppose I've based my strategy on that ever since I've been here.
Thank you. شلون رجلك؟
خير الله يديمك يا ابو سليمان. بارود الانجليز دمون ايدك بالعظم يتعطر يا ابو سليمان.
دير بالك على نفسك. المعركة بعد هي ما تحمل وتديرها بحاجة رجال شجعان مثلك.
الله يديمك يا ابو سليمان. لكن انا شايف المعثرات جاي تكثر يوم ورا يوم يا ابو سليمان.
يا ابو سليمان فرباش صاحب هالايام صاحب ظهور الناس.
الأجنبي ما يفهمنا، يفهم مصلحته وبس. وانتم عارفين زين عن كرامة الآدمي وشرفه ما يعدلها شيء بالدنيا.
والله يبا انا حاسس الحسبه راح تتفايض.
وش يريد منا الانقريز؟ كل حاجته عنده.
انت لا عارف شو يريد. مصلحته لهالحين يجمع ذهب.
ومنين نجيب له الذهب؟ والله عفي علينا على هالصبر. انطيله كشل مرضي؟ لا بالله وصل السحق للراس.
ما نخليها تصل لهالحد.
ليش من هذا الجايبينه هين مجنون بيش مخوف العالم.
قدم له قريه بقنابل ذاك في السبوع وبسبب الضرائب تكتلت ناس كثير يقولون ما يخاف من احد.
ليشمان مثل غيره يجمع ضرائب ديرته على حسابكم انتم.
يقولون هو ملك الانقريز نفسه.
ملك الانجليز بديرة الانجليز واحنا ملوك بقاعنا.
Over
دار المخمود ما قالتش.
خير كثير لكن مالي نفس.
هذا علي حشم يا ابو سليمان.
يا كرنل انتم حشمكم ماخذين تسابيح.
تعال نشرب قهوة. اسمح لي.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
قهوة.
الله بالخير.
الله بالخير. الله بالخير وهلا.
داري عندنا مشاغب انزيال الفرات. خاطرين ايش نمال معهم.
اسمع شكواهم ان كانت عادلة امنحهم حقهم.
تمرد ضد التاج هذا حق.
تقصد يا تاج؟
اكو تاج واحد بس. طبعا انك اليوم طير ذم هذا التاج، لكن اكو فوائد كثير للي كنت تاج البريطاني. طبعا لازم يندفع ثمن. تمام.
حنا دفعنا بطرق كثيرة يا كرنل.
مع الاسف داري ليس بالذهب. انت تدري المشاكل تجي من انصار الترك، ناس لهم مصلحة بالتكدير الامن.
يا كرنل انتم عارفين زين ان الطريق واحد برضو وبهلو، واللي يبيه اهل الجنوب لو اهل الفرات والوسط لو اهل الشمال والغربية يبيه العراق كله. الحكومة الوطنية مطلب كل العراقيين، واللي يطلب حقه ما هو مشاغب.
تعال اريد اشوفك شيء. دار المخمود يا شيخنا. تعرف شنو هذه؟ هاي أنا الآن صاير هدف لكل واحد نس مجنون يريد يغامر بيطلق رصاص علي.
يربالك على نفسك يا كرنل.
أنا كنت في إجازة في إنجلترا، إن أرسلوا لي بركية يطلبون مني أن أرجع عالم. بعدين تدري شنو قلت لنفسي إذا أنا رجعت راح يقتلوني. لكنني لما ترددت. تدري ليش؟ المهم ليش أنا اختاريت الخدمة في هذا العالم البعيد المدهش المجنون؟ تدري ليش؟ لأنه الواجب تجاه الوطن. تفهم هذا؟
أنا فاهم واجبي تجاه الوطن.
حكومتي بلادي ستحطم أي عصيان ملانك تفهم ذلك من أجلك ومن أجلي أيضا. قل لي شيخ داري تهب الفرشات كنت أجمعها من كنت طفل في مدينة جلفورد. غريب واجب هذا. شوف كأنه وما أليس كذلك؟
مخلوقات الله ببيتي يطيرن أحرار.
شيخ داري ممكن أكون دقاسي أو صديق كريم. أهلا شيخ محمد، أصدقائنا مرحب بهم على طول.
يا رجال فكوا عيونكم زين وخلوا بالكم هين. أنا تلاقيت ويا الكرنل، هسه هو عارف ما يقدر يشترينا.
والله يا ابوي هذا ردي جاي وقته.
والله ما هو صحيح. هو يشتل بينا بالنهار واحنا نتعشى معاه بالليل.
ما كان لازم تقبل دعوته.
اعرف عدوك زين. زيارتنا الليلة مفيدة. لجمن واحد من الكثير. معركتنا ما هي بأشخاص واحد. انتم تتصورون جاء وقته، لكن فكروا بالنتيجة. فجلة واحدة تدز جهنم، لكن هل تلقى تجيب جيش الهديرة. كونوا صبورين بس حذرين. كيف ترى المهر الحر لوح بس تحين وبعدها اطلقته بالبرية؟
والله يبغى يسابق الريح وينهى بالبرية.
ايش هالمهر اللي سابق الريح يا سليمان؟
يا ام سليمان حكى عن الديرة وأسودها.
ديرة محبوسة يا ابو سليمان. شوفها هالنحيلة تبي تتنفس.
مهر ينهى بالبر ويسابق الريح.
لكن عيبه انه ما يسمع لا صوت صاحبه ولا صوت غريمه.
يجي اليوم اللي ينسمع بيه وينسمع منه يا ام سليمان.
الله يعينكم يا ابو سليمان، لولا ما يشوفوا بعين غيره صاحب الحق له ربعه.
الله يشهد عندنا حقه.
الله يحفظ يا سليمان. خلي عيونكم معي الوقت كله، الريح عالية
مهر ينهى بالبر ويسابق الريح.
لكن عيبه انه ما يسمع لا صوت صاحبه ولا صوت غريمه.
يجي اليوم اللي ينسمع بيه وينسمع منه يا ام سليمان.
الله يعينكم يا ابو سليمان، لولا ما يشوفوا بعين غيره صاحب الحق له ربعه.
الله يشهد عندنا حقه.
الله يحفظ يا سليمان. خلي عيونكم معي الوقت كله، الريح عالية ولازم ينسمع وسط صفير الحياة.
Under decisions arising out of these treaties, we have solemnly accepted before the whole world the position of mandatory power for Palestine and Mesopotamia. That is a very serious responsibility. It is not only a formal responsibility, it is an actual responsibility.
Morning, miss.
Hello, Sergeant. What dreadful errand brings you to my garden?
Not too dreadful, I hope, miss. Commissioner requests your presence, Miss Bell.
Yes, I rather feared that. Don't you think they're lovely? Amazing what a little care and attention can achieve.
Don't know too much about flowers, miss. Never had a garden myself. Miss, Commissioner said come straight away, please.
Tell him I shan't keep him waiting.
Excuse me, Miss Bell. We do have a car waiting.
I'd much prefer to walk, thank you. على بالخير حاجي.
صباح الخير خاتون. شلونك؟ شلون صحتك؟
الحمد لله I'm well. الولد شلون سهاتها؟
قسمة الله نفس الشيء. لا أحسن ولا أسوأ. والله ما ندري خاتون. يمكن بعد شوية ما نقدر حتى نعيشها.
شلون هاجي؟
الأسعار خاتون. الأسعار مثل النار. ما شفنا غلاء مثل هذا طول حياتنا.
لا تهتم هاجي. كل شيء يصير زين. مع السلامة.
شلون ما اهتم خاتون؟ وعيشة عوائلنا.
morning. Morning. Put these in water for me, there's a dear. Anything for me? Oh, the morning dispatches. An invitation to dinner from the Sindersons. I've made a note of it in the diary. There's a letter from the British Museum thanking you for the last batch of Babylonian pieces you sent them. Oh, and there's a letter from the War Office. I think it's from Winston Churchill himself. It's marked private and confidential. Where is it? On the desk. Would you believe it? Churchill agrees with me. I'd rather you did not open mail marked private. Oh, I didn't open it. It arrived like that.
Ah, Gertrude, there you are.
I was just on my way to see you.
Come along then.
He's been waiting for you all morning. It's such a lovely day. I was out in the garden. You should get out more, A.T. Or was it your desk?
There's always work to keep me there.
Nonsense. In Sir Percy's time, he was never in his office.
He never needed to be. I was there as his assistant.
But you're the commissioner now.
Acting commissioner.
Acting commissioner. The title always sounds vaguely theatrical. You should get out and meet people. Throw a garden party. Entertain.
I leave that sort of thing to you, Gertrude.
Sir Percy did some of his best work at garden parties. It's such good public relations.
Do sit down, Gertrude. London cabled me this morning. We've accepted the mandate for Mesopotamia and Palestine. The French are to have cities.
Well, that's splendid. Now at last we can get on with things.
They want me to start discussions about the constitution with the Arabs.
Thank goodness. As I've often said before, if they want our help, we can help them. If they know we're honest, they'll want our help.
I disagree with you, Gertrude, and I've told London. It would be unwise, in my view. It would simply add fuel to an already inflammatory situation. We have accepted the mandate. It is our responsibility to govern.
I see. Well, A.T., I have to say, I think your objections are ill-considered.
I have never believed that the Arabs are sufficiently mature to govern themselves. They have no experience.
You've never accepted the notion of independence, have you?
Not for Iraq, no. Neither did you once.
Yes, that's true. I did think like that. But I've changed my mind. If we're not seen to make some concessions, we shall have a bloody revolt on our hands, and we shall lose everything.
That's political double-dealing. Either we govern or get out, and only a coward would get out. We've governed India successfully for decades.
A.T., Iraq isn't India. It's 1920. Times have changed.
Do you know why we have the greatest empire the world has ever known? Cromwell knew when he said, "We are a people with the mark of God on us."
Oh, for heaven's sake, be realistic, A.T. After the war we've just had in Europe, our credit is gone. They regard us as barbarians. How come we have managed our own affairs so badly, claim to teach others to manage theirs? Let them have their independence. A form of it. It's my view and it's the government's view. What's to happen then?
I shall stick to my post until Sir Percy Cox replaces me. In the meantime, some of the local opinion have demanded an audience with me to make their views known to His Majesty's government. A self-chosen committee styling themselves Mandabeen or something. They claim to represent the Iraqi nation. I've agreed to see them. I shall make a policy statement. Of course, I shall expect you to be present. But I do hope you won't find it necessary to make any contribution to the proceedings. Oh, by the way, Miss Bell, I've instructed all personnel that all dispatches and communications to London must first be vetted by me. I understand that some of you wish to make a representation to me today for the consideration of His Majesty's government with regard to the future of this country.
إني أفهم أن بعضكم يرغب في تقديم بعض المقترحات عن مستقبل هذه البلاد لرفعها إلى حكومة جلالة الملك.
I need hardly say that I welcome the opportunity that this affords me of explaining to you the general trend of His Majesty's government's policy in this matter. They desire to set up a national government in this country, and it is their intention that it shall be done as soon as possible.
بس ليش الانتظار كل هالمدة؟ أرجوك وضح لنا ذلك.
No one regrets more than I do the delay that has occurred. It is due to causes beyond our control.
في سوريا الفرنسيين بادروا وأسسوا حكومة مستقلة.
We did not have the authority nor a peace treaty to do so.
بس هذا ما أعاق الفرنسيين أبدا.
That is a matter for the French government. Now, I would not have you believe that this delay could have been avoided. But I can assure you that those individuals in Baghdad who have sought, for whatever motives, to hasten the establishment of a civil government here by incitements to violence and rousing the passions of ignorant men are doing, and indeed have already done, a great disservice to this country. It is my duty, as the temporary head of the civil administration, to warn you that any further incitements to violence will be met by vigorous action from the military authorities.
أرجوك، إحنا ما جينا هنا حتى نسمع تهديداتكم.
And I will have order at this meeting. If there are any more interruptions, I shall have you, sir, thrown out. We have the power and intention to maintain order in this country until a civil government is established. And I shall maintain that order by the utmost force, if necessary. We desire to set up a Council of State with an Arab president as the first step. There is no advantage to be gained by hasty action. Iraq has been under an alien rule for 400 years, and with the best will in the world, an indigenous national government cannot be set up at once. The process must be gradual, or disaster is certain.
جناب المندوب السامي، منذ أن أخذتم بغداد وأنتم تتحدثون عن الحكومة العربية، لكن مرت 3 سنوات وأكثر ولم يتحقق شيء. لقد أعلنتم أنكم ستؤسسون حكومة وطنية تعتمد بسلطتها على الاختيار الحر وتصويت الشعب العراقي المباشر، ولكن ماذا نجد؟ إنكم بدأتم المشروع بدون استشارة أحد. لا نريد هذا مطلقا. لا نوافق أن يكون رئيس المجلس معينا من قبل الحكومة البريطانية. نريد حق اختيار رئيسنا. نحن نطالب بعقد مؤتمر وطني حالا. هذا المؤتمر يكلف بوضع صورة وشكل الحكومة الوطنية. انتدابكم غير مقبول. العالم كله يعرف ما معنى الانتداب. إنه تعبير آخر للاستعمار. طبعا إنكم تنكرون ذلك، لكننا نرى الحقيقة هنا في العراق وفلسطين. إننا نرفض انتدابكم كل الرفض، ولا نقبل أقل من الاستقلال الكامل للشعب العراقي.
أرجو منكم أن تسامحوني إذا ما قدرت أحكي مثل الأستاذ اللي حكى قبلي. أنا أحكي من القلب. قبل كل شيء يا مستر ويلسون، أنتم البريطانيين إيش عندكم هنا ببلدنا؟ شنو اللي جابركم على ظلتكم هنا عندنا؟ روحوا ردوا لبلدكم، حلوا قضاياكم ومشاكلكم. أنتم مش عليكم بينا. خلونا إحنا نحكم بلدنا بدينا. لكن إحنا نعرف أنتم ليش هنا. أنتم هنا السبب واحد. أنتم تريدون تخلون يديكم بجيوبنا، تريدون تمتصون خيراتنا كلها، لكن ما عندكم الصراحة حتى تقولون الحقيقة.
لا
نريد الانتداب ولا العبودية، بل نريد الاستقلال والحرية. نموت ويحيى الوطن، نموت ويحيى الوطن، نموت نموت ويحيى الوطن، نموت نموت ويحيى الوطن.
وين رعاية؟
للبيت. وين يعني اروح بهالوقت؟
شكو عندك شنو هذا؟
مثل ما عينك تشوف، حطب، جذوع نخل مقطعينها للنار، ماخذيها لهلنا.
يلا امشي بلاجو الجسم مكتوب ممنوع تجاوز.
attacks from here and here. Speaking. Seems to be pretty general.
Excuse me, you, sir.
I don't care if his wife is expecting. No one is to go. All leave is cancelled until further notice. Show of force. A good show of force. Where's Hardcastle?
In here, sir.
Keep up there, Frank. You're holding us back.
Sir, they'll have to rest. The men can't take much more of this sun.
It's just over a mile to the canal. We have to camp where there's water.
On your head be it. sir.
It always is, Doctor. Hold from there for a minute. I'll take a look.
Stop! Come! Halt!
All right, sir. I've got it. Right, we'll camp here for tonight. We're about 14 miles south of HQ at Hilla, and 6 miles from our objective at Kafil. Get the beasts watered and the men. Start digging trenches to the north and position the artillery. I want a reconnaissance party to scout up to Kafil, see what the Arabs are up to. Any questions?
Yes, sir. Aren't we too far south? I thought our orders were to camp at Iman Bakra, 6 miles back.
Those were our orders, but no one had bothered to check there was no water there. Is the telegraph line still intact?
It seems to be, sir.
Better get a message back to HQ. Tell them where we are.
Yes, sir.
All right, gentlemen, that's all.
Sergeant Major, we camp here. We know what to do. Come alive! Forward! Forward in place! Sergeant, I want you to make that for a sergeant.
Where's your commanding officer? Up there, sir. Come along, lads. Fast as you can.
What in hell's name are you doing here, Hardcastle? I beg your pardon? Don't you realize you're completely surrounded? We warned HQ not to send you out, that you'll be moving through hostile territory.
That's not the impression they gave me at headquarters.
Why doesn't the army listen to the political officers? We get you the information and you choose to ignore it.
My orders are to proceed to Kafil.
That would be suicide. Move out. At night. You may stand a chance.
I do not take my orders from junior political officers.
Very well. Sir.
السلام عليكم.
وعليكم السلام.
يلا خير. السلام عليكم. كل الخير. قمر واصل القطاف هو.
زمنه صارت أزود من عد النجم.
لكن أمس الحلة انهمشت قلادة من صدرها من خيرة الزلم.
بدوها ويانا من الرأس.
مثل ما قلت شيخنا رايحين القناة الرسمية.
بعد أحسن. السرعات اليابسة تنطينا ستر إلى أن نوصل فوق روس.
عندهم رشاشات لويس. شلون راح نقدر نحاربهم؟ اتفقنا ومجاورنا.
رجال مثلي ومثلك قاعد ورا زناد الرشاش. فشقة وحدة بقصته بعد ما تسمع من الرشاش.
والطواب شلون ويا الطواب؟
خلي بينك وبين الطوب شبر. ايش فايدة الطوب بعد؟
بالله العظيم وصلت وياكم لهنا نسولف والفرصة قدامنا. الله جاب لنا اياها للحين.
يوصل حدنا نقصيده. How many do you reckon, Sergeant?
Don't know, sir. Didn't stop to count. Must be well over 1,000 of them.
More like 2,000, sir. I count roughly 40 banners, assuming 50 men to a banner.
It shouldn't be much of a problem. Our men are dug in and better armed.
No, shouldn't be much of a problem. Stand by the artillery.
Stand by, sir!
They're moving out of range, I'm afraid, sir.
Are they?
And all prepare to charge.
Very well. Give them another salvo.
Yes, sir. They're pulling back, sir. They're only regrouping. Must be more than 10,000 of them. We only have enough rations and ammunition for another day, sir. We can't expect any reinforcements.
Very well. We'll break out under cover of darkness, get back to Hiller. Tell the company commanders to stand by to break camp and move out.
How bad is it, sir?
Let's go there.
Does that mean going home, sir?
Home? We'll see. I gave up a job in Thomas's hospital, sir.
What's it all about, sir? The war, I mean.
There's not a reason why. simple. The commanding officer camped at the wrong site. Informed nobody. It was impossible then to send out reinforcements. If you disobey orders, that's what happens. Breakdown in discipline.
Well, what I don't understand, sir, is why they were sent up there in the first place.
You don't understand, Colonel Leachman? Did nobody inform you that the town of Kifl was in rebel hands?
All our reports indicated that there was a full-scale uprising in the area. Now, we told the army that. And yet a column, mark you, was sent out that was totally ill-informed.
Is this true? We received reports from your political officers, yes.
What other advice?
That the reports were exaggerated, and the tribe... Miss Bell?
I think if I might be allowed to...
You chose to ignore factual reports from the field for the empty-headed theories of Miss Bell.
My informant in Baghdad...
was telling you what you wanted to hear. I warn you, Miss Bell, I shall demand your immediate return to London. Are you agreed now that we have a full-scale rebellion on our hands?
Reinforcements are on the way. We shall deal with it.
You must neutralize the tribes. They do all the fighting, the townsmen do the shouting. I shall need special units in Baghdad to help the police.
That's been taken care of in the new deployment, Commissioner.
What good will mass reprisals do except harden feelings against us? No, I will speak. The policy of madness. You can arrest the leaders. Yes, even hang a few. But you must encourage a moderate leadership to come forward who will work with us.
Madam, we are at war now. We have a state of emergency. Will you get that into your head? All troublemakers will be dealt with by hanging. I'll have no more of it. Why don't you go back to digging up the past, Miss Bell, and leave the present to us?
Open up the shop. Open the shop up. وقعد عليك إذا ما عندك احترام لقضيتنا. الأصل خلي يصير احترام الهالشيبات. Open the shop up. والله لا تطلعوا حقا منك. يابا بسمعك. Open up the shop. Open the shop up. وقعد عليك إذا ما عندك احترام لقضيتنا. الأصل خلي يصير احترام الهالشيبات. Open the shop up. والله لا تطلعوا حقا منك. التي روت هذه الأرض الطاهرة ليست إلا شاهدا على تصميم هذا الشعب على الكفاح من أجل استقلال الوطن وحرية الشعب. إن كل فرد منا مسؤول عن الآخرين كما هو مسؤول عن نفسه، وليس بيننا من يتهرب من الدفاع عن الوطن وكرامته. إن غزاة اليوم هم أنفسهم غزاة الماضي، ولكنهم يتنكرون بأزياء جديدة. يا أبناء شعبنا، هل فيكم من لا يريد أن يحمل شرف الكفاح من أجل استقلال الوطن وحرية الشعب وعروبة هذه الأمة ووحدتها؟ احموا أنفسكم، اتركوا جدون، لا تنسون التعليمات.
earth on us.
They're candles of love. It's an ancient custom the women light them as a talisman to protect their loved ones. Kind of prayer.
Prayers, my dear Gertrude, those are the flames of rebellion. Do you know that?
Don't you think you've had enough?
Oh, I see. Moderation in all things, Gertrude, the appeaser, ever the politician. Huh? You're a clever woman, Gertrude. You are. But you live with your head in the clouds. And there is something in my neck of the woods we can't afford such luxury.
You're impossible, Gerald. Can't think why I'm so fond of you.
Because you need me for all your political talk. Because in the end it's down to force, isn't it? I mean knocking at heads, killing, intimidation. That's my job, and I'm good at it. But I don't suppose I shall get any thanks for it.
It's hard to believe we're on the same side. When are you going back?
Tomorrow. In the morning. To Fallujah. I've got a meeting with this bastard called Sheikh Dari, and do you know that sod... That sod still refuses to pay up. I'm not sure that I'm looking forward to it too much. I think I'm getting a bit old.
You're getting very drunk, that's for sure.
To the British Empire.
سيدي يا كرم، الله جابكم إن سبحانه وتعالى سيارتي بها تنشر وصار لنا ساعة ننتظر أحد يقود.
يحفظك الله يحفظك الله، كنا وياكم للفلوس ندفع لكم اللي تريدونه، بس لا تخلونا هنا وحدنا بنج اليمن.
صدام, will you? Wait a minute. Both of us stop the car. Stop it, will you? Where's that?
وقعوا عيوبكم زين.
مية هلا ومرحبا. يا هلا شرفتنا ابو سليمان. يا هلا تفضل سريع. يا هلا ان شاء الله زين. بعون الله. بعون الله. اقول سكرنا وصل. لا والله بعد لازم يكون بالطريق. ما تشفط الجو احسن. لا خلنا ننتظروا فين. ابو علي قهوه لابو سليمان. يعني اكيد ما بدك تدخل جوا وتستريح احسن. لا يا ولدي الله يرضى عليك، احنا نبغى القعده برا على الكشف.
تعال جاء أريد أتكلم معك. أنا قلت أريد أتكلم مع داري مويك انتظر بس. امشي امشي.
ايش تبي مني يا كرنل؟ يا سلام يا كلام لا مرحبا. ايش تبي مني يا كرنل؟
ايش اريد منك؟ انت تعرف زي اني اريد منك كل شيء. انت لازم تدفع، تهب لو ما تهب لازم تدفع، لعب ماكو بعد خلاص، تفهم لولا خلاص، ماكو بعد عشان خلاص.
اعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم.
انا هبت كل المشاغبين ببغداد. اي اشيره في حالي تنبه كلها. خلاص. اسمع زين شيخ داري. انت خمولة 7 ايام تفهم 7 ايام بس. واذا ما دفعت بعدي 7 ايام راح ارجعلك. تدري زين شو يصير الدرجات تدري زين.
الله اكبر يا كرنل.
شنو هذا؟
الله اكبر يا كرنل. الله اكبر يا كرنل. الله اكبر يا
شنو
كرنل.
المسألة؟
ماكو امان بقى بهالبلد، ماكو طريق موقع امين، شلون راح نعيش؟
قول فيك شوي شوي على كيفك.
شنو المسألة يا كرنل؟ الله شاهد بعد ما رجع ناكل خبز على هالطريق الملعون، باقونا يا كرنل، اخذوا كل فلوسنا من عندنا، باقونا.
اكتب فوق وسجل اقوال عندك.
كل منك داري. هذول ازلامك، هذول اربانك، هذا صار ديرتك. انت المسؤول بعد ما حد يم جنبك. انت سرقتوه على السائق المسكين وتري له هريه وريه عيش. حتى تنبون وتسالبون. شوف احكي لك انتم كلكم مرامية او كنت اترك. انت مترو من هنا انت باقي هنا.
worry? No. We'll catch him.
يا غاري ما يريح الا الدم.
You will be pleased to know that Percy Cox will arrive in Baghdad on October the 11th as the new High Commissioner. I'm recalled to London. I clear my day within every administrator. However, it seems the London press are looking for a scapegoat for Iraq. It's cast me in the eye. According to the Times, I'm a sun-dried bureaucrat set on Indianizing methods. Well, maybe I am. You know, I've loved this job. It didn't come easily or naturally to me. I'm no Percy Cox. I'm a parson's son who's prepared to work like a mule 24 hours a day. no social airs, and I'm not exactly top drawer. I lack your sophistication, Gertrude. Your familiarity with the influential and famous. But I believe in loyalty, trust, and doing my duty. I regret that we weren't able to work together more harmoniously. Eachman I understood. Respected. We came from the same tree. And if the British Empire now requires a different kind of sapling, more pliant, more devious, or perhaps I should use the word diplomatic, so be it.
We both want the same thing, really.
I hope so.
I know so.
Well, that's all really. Thank you. See you in the office in the morning.
Percy.
Aylmer, old chap. General Haldane, my dear.
Lady Cox.
Welcome. 1,000 welcomes to Baghdad, Sir Percy. It's been a long time.
Good to see you, Gertrude, my dear.
Thank you.
there we are, Percy. Miss Bell, Lady Cox.
Thank you, Aylmer.
I had hoped everything would be ready for your arrival. It's all a bit of a mess, I'm afraid.
No, it will suit very nicely. The garden will be very good for the bear.
The bear?
My dear Gertrude, he's become attached to this terrible, mangy wild bear. It's his idea of a pet. It terrifies me, but they've become inseparable.
Where's it now?
Crated up somewhere on the high seas in transit. I pray that the ship sinks.
He's wonderful. You'll love him, Gertrude.
Oh, here we are then. Back.
It's such a relief, I can't tell you.
Has Wilson gone?
Yes.
I always found him rather an austere man. Tense. Terribly tense.
I think he was a little out of his depth.
Solid man. Very loyal.
Too much blood and thunder for my liking.
It'll be different now.
It'll have to be. We need their oil, Gertrude. That's the main thing. And we need a government that's friendly to our interests. It'll bring a little stability to this country. We don't want the expense of running a civil administration. Coffers are too tight at home. The war rather took the stuffing out of us. We'll advise the new government, of course. I think we could do it, don't you?
I've always been convinced of that.
We'll throw a few garden parties. Plenty of goodwill. Talk to everyone. A little style about the place, what? Finish this dreary war and rebellion. You know, I've always found there's a certain kind of leader who'd rather have a top hat in his hand than a rifle. I'm for a king here myself. So is Whitehall. There's always something solid about a monarch, don't you think?
It's the only workable solution.
We want someone who'll take the heat out of the situation. We must release all political prisoners and bring back the exiles.
But that's essential. It will be bitterly opposed by the military, of course.
Yes. That should be our first act. Open the prison gates. Terrible tragedy, this Richmond business. Must have upset poor old Atee. We got on rather well.
It was a shock to all of us.
Have they caught the murderer?
No, not yet. There's a reward out for his capture.
Well, he won't get away with it. We should see that he's punished.
What will happen to Wilson?
Atee? Oh, I should think he'll probably get a knighthood. Perhaps write his memoirs. It's good to see you, Gertrude. I think it's going to be very interesting.
يعلن لجميع أفراد العشائر وطوائف العراق أن حكومة بريطانيا العظمى انتدبت ليعود إلى العراق لتنفيذ مقاصد الحكومة الثابتة لمساعدة رؤساء الأمة وتشكيل حكومة وطنية في العراق لنظارة حكومة بريطانيا. ولا يعلم فخامته غرض العشائر الذين يشغلون أنفسهم بالحرب، فإذا كان هناك سوء مفهومية يمكن إزالتها فيسر فخامته أن يبلغ العشائر ذلك إليه بواسطة أقرب حاكم سياسي إليه.
الحرب وأساليبهم القديمة ما نجحت، يحاولون الآن سياسة اللين، سياسة الإقناع. أطلقوا سراحنا من التوقيف، أجلوا الإعدامات وشكلوا حكومة مؤقتة بوزراء عراقيين.
وزراء عراقيين.
طبيعي وراء كل وزير هناك مستشار بريطاني، وهذا جزء من عملية تعليمنا الديمقراطية، عملية تعليمنا كيف نقول ثانك يو بليز يس سير نو سير، أمرك سيدي خدمتك سيدي. لكني أعتقد بأنه ما دمنا متضامنين ومنظمين ما يهمش ما يقولوا البريطانيين. هم ما غيروا أساليبهم طواعية، إنما نحن أجبرناهم على تقديم بعض التنازلات بقوة السلاح بمقاومتنا.
إذا استمرينا بالمقاومة بدون التفريط عن مطالبنا الأساسية في الاستقلال الناجز التام، فإنهم إن آجلا أو عاجلا راح يستنتجون كأي رجل أعمال ذكي بأن المشروع ما يسد تكاليف، يشدون الرحال ويمشون.
افرح يا ابو سليمان، النفي ما هو دايم. اكو حكومه مو بغداد، واللابس التاج هو ملك عربي.
خلوا الطعنة وجه على اللي حصل يا ابو كثير. والانجليز هم المالكين.
تمام، لكن سمعنا اكو عفو عام.
عفو عام للبعض، لكن ظاهر المحمود ما زال على رأسه دم.
ثمن عاد 1000 باوند ذهب، والله انه ثمن زين على راس شايب المريض.
اخذ بالصخر يا مرحبا، اخذ بالصخر، اخذ بالصخر يا مرحبا.
I have to admit I find him utterly charming. That devastating smile.
جلالة الملك، تسلمت رسالة من مستر تشرشل هذا اليوم.
آمل أن تكون أخبارا سارة.
إنه متلهف إلى تركيا، إلى تفكية، بينما لدينا بك فرصة.
لقد شرحت ذلك عدة مرات. أنا على أتم استعداد لتوقيع المعاهدة شريطة أن ينتهي الانتداب البريطاني.
كما قلت لك في عدة مناسبات يا جلالة الملك، ليس هذا ميراه وينستون تشرشل ولا الحكومة البريطانية. في رأيهم إن السلطة النهائية يجب أن تبقى بيد المندوب الإسلامي البريطاني.
هذا الرأي كما قلته في كثير من المناسبات لا يمكن أن أقبل به. كيف يمكن أن أحصل على ثقة الناس هنا في بلادي كحاكم ما لم أكن حاكما مستقلا في دولة مستقلة؟
أعتقد جلالة الملك أن حكومتي لها الحق أن تذكرك أن حلول مسائيها الحميدة واهتمامها بمستقبلكم ومستقبل بلادكم لما كان هناك قمة مالك على عرش العراق هذا اليوم.
يا سير بيرسي، أحب أن أذكرك أنني عربي أرغب في انتهاء الاحتلال.
فأعلم جلالة الملك أن حكومتي ترى المعاهدة كوسيلة للوصول إلى علاقات عامة ودية تحت الانتداب. طبعا نحن حريصين على مصالحنا في الوقت الذي نسعى تقديم الأول والمشورة إلى أن يصبح البلد جاهز للاستقلال.
يذكرني هذا بتعبيركم having your cake and eating it. تريدون أن تسيطروا على سياستنا دون أن تتحملوا ثمن إدارة البلاد.
One can't do better than have a king who's a direct descendant of the prophet. A rather more solid lineage than our own dear King George can boast. His German connections have always been something of an embarrassment.
جلالة الملك، إن وقتنا وصبرنا قد نفذ. أنت تعلم المواحدة يجب أن تؤكد. من الأفضل أن نسحب من الدعم.
take the umbrella, Sahib?
ما شاء الله، ما شاء الله.
وين المشمع اللي وعدتني بيه من سنجار؟ انت بس حكي.
تدرون يا جماعة، هذا السيارة ب6 سنين كلفني 3 جيرات و4 راجتات.
ايه مو صار له 6 سنين عندك؟
أكثر من 6 سنين. اشتريته سنة 1921، نفس السنة اللي وصل بيه ملك فيصل بغداد. يلا.
هاي وين راح؟
من الشاي انا شوف. عند عبريد.
هالجو؟ لا يا طماع.
شيخ انت راعي الهلب بالشغل؟
لا، أنا رايح أشوف طبيب.
أنا أعرف طبيب كل زين بالهلب.
نعم أبو، يوديك الطبيب كل زين.
وين رايح يا ولدي؟ هذا ما هو طريق حلب.
هذا هو طريق حلب، أنا عارف، أنا من هنا.
الذي مو من هالديرة. احنا شايفينك وين؟
هذول هم سيدي، وصلوا.
زين زين، روح في خط الوين.
هذول هم سيدي، وصلوا.
زين زين، روح في خط الوين.